Clyde Power Chair FC is the first power chair football club in Scotland. We started off in Glasgow, not as Clyde Power Chair, but we started off in Glasgow 6-7 years ago. At that time, very primitive. We had the rings that you use for swimming tied round the wheelchairs at the front, and that's what we used to hit the ball with. Developed a wee bit since then, and you'll see the guys behind looking very sporty in some of their chairs. So that developed, and we moved over to Cumbernauld, and that's when we came under Clyde Power Chair FC. So we've been them since I think 2013, 2014. First Scottish League champions, current Scottish League champions as well, and they've won the Scottish Cup. So the guys are very competitive, and they've been very successful as well, and they love the game. Power chair football is one of the few games that we've got for power chair wheelchair users, as opposed to a lot of the kind of Paralympic events you see where it's the manual chairs that they use. Probably, along with hockey, the only team game that there is. It's played on a basketball court, 4-a-side. Rules are pretty much similar to football. We don't have offside, which doesn't confuse people, but we do have a 2-on-1 rule to try and stop all the chairs coming together, so you're only allowed chair on chair as opposed to two coming into one. Bigger ball that we play with, and they use bumpers in front of their chairs that they use to hit the ball with. A lot of spinning, a lot of hitting. You'll see the guys playing the game and you'll see them spinning really fast. It's very, very skillful, it's very fast. The ball flies about the court, and it's really fun for these guys to play. Gives disabled people, boys, girls, a chance to play football. They love football, they go and see football. Most of them probably didn't think they'd get a chance to play in a team competitively, and this gives them that opportunity. The chairs go at 10 kilometres an hour, up to 10 kilometres an hour, so trust me, it's really hard to control it. I've tried it, and I'm in awe of the guys when you see them doing it. But yeah, when they're spinning round, trying to get the ball to pass where they want to go is a great skill. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of practice, a lot of repetitive stuff, and just spinning, hitting until they get that accuracy. Power's great, but if it goes the wrong way, it's going straight to the opposition player and they can be away and scoring very, very quickly. So yeah, they've got to get that accuracy. Controlling the ball when the ball comes to them, like able-bodied football, taking a touch, being able to look and see where their teammates are and knocking the ball out to them. So yeah, a lot of similarities in there. The game is aimed at any age group, so male, female, from 8 upwards, and we've got players playing in the 50s and 60s. As long as you are a power chair user, which is normally people with cerebral palsy, muscular dystrophy, polio, all these kind of things who are in a power chair, then they're able to play the game. As I say, it's not sex related, male and female all play together on the same team. We've got boys in their 8, 9, 10-year-old, and we've got people playing at 50 to 60, it's all age groups. The players will come and start the game playing in their NHS chairs, which is obviously what they've got from the NHS, so there's no cost involved in that. The bumpers that they play at the front, they cost about £200-300, but the clubs have them. The governing body have them. When we set up a new team, we're able to give those to players, so nobody's expected to go and buy one. Once they play the game, if they're really interested in it and get involved in it and want to be competitive, then you see players starting to move up to more sports chairs, which are built for power chair football. They're faster, they accelerate quicker, they spin quicker. And those chairs kind of start about £5,000 going up to round about £10,000. Now, most players will go through funding to get those. There's lots of charities out there that will support players buying the chairs. A lot of the clubs have done that and supported the players to get chairs as well, through places like the lottery, etc. But there's lots of charities out there that are supporting the game, and vast numbers of players are getting these now. Local club here in Cumbernauld is Clyde. They can contact us through our website, Clyde website, and through our email address as well. If they're wider than Cumbernauld, then there's clubs in Glasgow, Ayrshire, Tayside, Edinburgh at the moment, and we're also looking to develop wider than that. They can contact us through the Scottish Power Chair Football Association website or email address. We've got Facebook and we've got Twitter as well, and all the clubs have those. The contact details for all the clubs are on the SPFA website, as well as the details, the names, contact numbers and all of that. So we're easily accessible there. And if anybody's interested, give us a shout. If they're not in an area where there's a current team, talk to us as well, because we are looking to develop out with those areas too.
I take part in Perthshire football because, well, at first it was because I'd been a big football fan for a number of years and I didn't think that I'd be able to take part in it due to the disabilities and stuff. But once I found out about Perthshire football, I was more than anything, I was intrigued as to how it would work, as I didn't see it as a feasible idea. So I went along one session and absolutely loved it, and that was near enough 8 years ago now. And since then, I've been playing since then.
It is difficult, it can be difficult, it depends on your disability level most of the time, but moving the ball about can be quite a challenging thing when you first start out. I think the most difficult thing about the sport is like dribbling comes to you quite easily. You get the ball to your feet and you can kind of go with it, but passing and moving is proven to be the thing that's developed the sport over the few years. It's a much more difficult sport than it looks, because we've had people come and try out who aren't in wheelchairs and they've, to say the least, they've struggled a wee bit. So it's tough, but it's worth it.
I really enjoy playing Perthshire football for a multitude of reasons. First of all, the competitive edge that it has, and sort of the positive sort of feelings that you get through either winning, scoring, whatever it is, and also the sort of social interaction, because I sort of struggle with social interactions in day-to-day life, so to have this, which is a set-up where people share interests and stuff, makes it easier to interact socially and has made it easier for me to make friends which I previously wouldn't have been able to.
It's everything to me, man. It's hard to even put that into words, to be honest, because we all want to play football and you all kind of grow up wanting to play football, and when you don't think you're ever going to be able to, and something like this comes along, you can kick a ball and score a goal and do something that you never thought you could do. So it's beyond words, that kind of question.